Hello and welcome to the day one of our breathing summit. The name Just Breathe is given so that we all understand the importance of just being and just breathing, whatever the situation around us is. In the wake of current situation, immunity, increasing lung capacity, stressing more on health has been a very important point for all of us. Of course, but in addition to that, breathing, deep breathing, especially yogic breathing, also helps us to make ourselves mentally stronger. Thus, our nervous system gets only better when we use yogic breathing. And with the same aim and objective, we at Unicorn Insight decided to launch this online seminar, online summit, which is named as Just Breathe, a magical way to deep breathing. Namaste and welcome. My name is Ashwini Chube and I am the founder of Unicorn Insight and your host for this amazing summit. And all the next 5 days we are going to have a lot of amazing talks, learnings from some experienced and wonderful yoga teachers from all over the world. So let me welcome you all and I look forward for all the 5 days of the yogic summit. So, what is the pranayam for today and who is the guest for today? Okay, let me tell you. For 5 days, we are going to have 5 different guests, and each one of our guests is an amazingly talented, experienced, wonderful yoga teacher, and also a wonderful, compassionate soul. And I have known all the 5 of these wonderful teachers, and after knowing all of them, only I decided to shortlist them. So let us look at who is the first teacher for today and what exercise they are going to teach. And of course, we'll be having a new teacher every day. So another teacher will come up tomorrow, another one the day after, and so on. So let us take this opportunity to welcome our first teacher and learn the first pranayam or the first yogic breath practice from them. We welcome our first teacher, Deepa Bhatt, who is from the reputed Shivananda lineage and a yoga instructor teacher since 2017. Her love for yoga has gotten her on this beautiful path of sharing her beautiful light with the world. Deepa's teaching includes balanced approach, integrating ancient yogic perspectives with modern scientific thought. So let us learn the first pranayam from today's teacher, Deepa Bhatt. You can follow her on Instagram on Aham Deepa and on Facebook through her page Yoga Yuga. Deepa is based in Dubai and is a wonderful teacher over there. So over to you, Deepa.
Om Namaste. Today I would like to share a little something on Kapalabhati, active exhalations, and demonstrate how it can be safely practiced at home. Kapalabhati is a wonderful cleansing technique which ideally can be practiced at the beginning of your yoga session. It has many benefits, but I'll keep it brief. I'll outline 2 major benefits. One, it really opens up all the pathways of breath within the body, helps the prana, the life force energy move better, circulate it better around your system, and helps you open up your nasal passages so you can breathe in more deeply and hold your postures longer. Two, it really helps you bring more control into the midsection of your body, particularly your diaphragm and your abdominal region. With every inward pumping that you do, you're massaging, you're exercising all the internal digestive organs, and you're also understanding how the diaphragm works in the practice of breath, in the practice of respiration. When should you not practice this? If your belly is full, if you had a heavy meal, then keep a gap of about 90 to 120 minutes. If you're experiencing your monthly cycles, then skip it for a few days. And if you're pregnant, definitely avoid this practice. Now, one thing that you must remember is that you should always be breathing with your nasal passages through your nostrils. Do not use your mouth, do not keep your mouth open, keep your mouth closed. You want to keep the connection between the nasal passages and the brain, because in the yogic sciences we believe there is a connection between the nostrils and the brain centers. Let's begin now. So we take our positions on the mat or wherever we are, comfortably, quiet, nice place. We relax into a comfortable posture. I'll demo you how I would practice this. I keep my hands in the chin mudra, keep my shoulders relaxed. My chin is parallel, not down, not up, but parallel to the floor. I'll keep all my facial muscles relaxed. I make sure that my eyes are closed, my jaw is not tense, my facial muscles are relaxed, my shoulders are relaxed, the spine is straight, the hips are relaxed. I'll begin the practice with a few deep yogic breaths. As I inhale, I expand the body nicely. As I exhale, I contract and relax. Once again, inhale, expand the abdomen, chest, collarbone. Exhale, relax abdomen, chest and collarbone. One more deep breath. As I inhale, I expand the abdomen. And then as I exhale, I push the abdomen in and the diaphragm moves up into the thoracic cavity. And then as I inhale passively, the diaphragm moves down into the abdominal cavity and I begin the rapid exhalation movements. Exhale out completely. And then I take one full deep breath in and out. And next, I do a quick breath retention. I inhale and fill up 3/4 of the lungs. And I hold the breath in. I do not exhale. I keep the focus between the eyebrows and I hold for 45 seconds. I'll do a quick demo. And after 45 seconds, I exhale and release the retention. Slowly, mindfully, I open the eyes. This was the first round. The first round, you can start with 50 pumpings and retain for about 45 seconds. And then gradually you could increase the intensity and the pace and the number of pumpings in the second and third rounds. Second round, you could do up to 90 to 100 pumpings, and you could go up to 120 pumpings if you feel comfortable in the third round. And the retention you could increase from 45 seconds to 60 seconds to up to 90 seconds depending on your body's capacity. Do not retain your breath if you're suffering from blood pressure or if you're not comfortable with the retentions. You can always just close your eyes and just focus in the center of your body for a few seconds during the breath retention time. Why do we bring the focus between the eyebrows? Because the center of the eyebrows is considered to be the seat of your mind, and it's also where we redirect all the prana. We bring the prana towards this area to help the prana also circulate in the brain centers to send it to the pineal and the pituitary gland. Ultimately, Kapalabhati means Kapala Bhati, skull shining breath. So ultimately, it's supposed to send a lot of oxygen to your brain also. There are a lot of different significant benefits of this practice, and if I have to elaborate, it will take me a few more, maybe a few hours actually, but we stay till here. I hope this was valuable. It was useful information, and this practice is known to help you increase your energy levels in the body. If you're facing a lot of respiratory ailments, it's supposed to help you bring down the intensity of your respiratory issues. It has definitely helped me. I'm speaking out of experience. And yeah, that's all. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment and ask, and we will try and get back to you with clarifications. Have a lovely day. Om